coming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Another chance for Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over here, yes.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Prescott looks to throw on first. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Second down, Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That good for 19 on a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Dalton to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott to throw this time. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing, Dalton. And he's taken down. The this will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Flush to his right, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
44, get ready for 57 over there.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Yeah, get ready for someone coming left. They go 368.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down.
Good.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They go 368. Side. They go 368.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
They go 368.
Another chance for Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. first and 10 for Dalton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 1.
5-0.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, Prescott again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep now for Lamb. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
57, you got 59 over there.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second and 10. Dalton once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
368.
And the blitz does come. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And it's up and good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
There we go. All right, hey. There we go. Kill. Go. Get out there. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this throw will be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
They go 368. 368!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw here, Dalton. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act